countless number of essays I've typed, and the many more essays I will type in the future, I've learned that typing is undoubtedly one of the most important skills to know nowadays. To be more efficient in our work, I typically try and type the fastest I can, even when autocorrect does exist. Nevertheless, becoming skilled in typing removes the stressful experience of focusing on the typing, and rather we can spend more time of our attention on our creative thinking and our writing. Schools don't teach typing anymore, but it's now become a standard to type fast. With typing, the only thing you need is a keyboard. The first step to typing is making sure you have the right keyboard that fits your needs. This is a mechanical keyboard known for its loud and clicky sounds, which is also the most preferred type of keyboard for most typists. The keys of a mechanical keyboard look like this, which is a little spring with the keycap on top, and what this gives is a very springy type feel. You will also see what is called a membrane keyboard that looks like this, which is typically more common than the mechanical keyboard that was shown before. What you'll notice on every keyboard is that there's a little bump indent on the F and the J key, and these are where you're supposed to put your index fingers. With your fingers aligned like this, you generally type with the nearest key to your finger. So on the index finger, typically you would type above and below, and with the keys around the J and the F. And the same rule applies to every other finger, with the middle finger occupying I and M, E and X, and so on. But to practice my typing mechanics, I use a website called keybr.com. And what I like about this website is that they don't enforce punctuation in their texts. What they do give you are words and made up words, and they're all lowercase, just to make sure that we are able to type the right keys, and it makes it very easy to develop a rhythm and to be able to string together these rhythms. The first thing you should do on this website is to type the words individually first. So to start off, we will write some, spirit, name, spring, is, seed, and so on. Just one at a time, like this. And as you keep going, you'll notice that it becomes easier to type. Now, just starting off, you don't have to worry about the accuracy, as long as you hit the right keys at the right time. As you start developing your skills typing a word one by one, you'll start to develop a rhythm where you can type words two at a time. Again, don't worry about the accuracy. Just focus on having the rhythm in place. And it doesn't always have to be just one word at a time or two words at a time, as long as it's most comfortable, because again, that's how you're going to be the most efficient. After working on the mechanics, we can now practice accuracy, where we'll take it slow now, rather than taking it fast before, just to build the mechanics. So now we should enforce to tap the right key at the right time, and at this time you don't have to worry about speed, but you still want to have that rhythm that we said before. And the goal is to have no errors, but again, you don't have to be perfect here, especially because of autocorrect. Now that we've developed the rhythm and practiced our typing mechanics, we can move on to a website called TypeRacer to practice with punctuation. This website is TypeRacer, and what this website does is it gives you a passage to read and type, and you're pitted against other competitors. And the main goal is to beat them in a race. Now, this website tests both your accuracy and your speed. So, by practicing with this site, you get to assess how well your mechanics are, but also have experience with grammar as well. There's no one trick to becoming a faster typer, but if we can string together and practice our rhythms and to apply them with punctuation, we can be able to create a cohesive typing experience that's gonna make our typing more efficient. But some tips I can give are that to always have your pinky rested on the left shift so capitals can become easier to access. And let's say you do mess up like this. Instead of backspacing to get to the word again, we can do control backspace to cut the whole word so we can just keep going. Last year, my average words per minute was around 30 words per minute, which would be one word every 2 seconds. I would always make many mistakes and ended up spending way too much time worrying about typing rather than the document I was writing. Nowadays, I don't consciously think when I type. I can devote my time to brainstorming and writing rather than getting caught up with backspacing or with my time constraints. So now that your typing speed is faster, you can write documents faster and impress everyone else with your new skills.